let's go get some books. Alright guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Zach with Zacks Books, and today we are going to go book shopping. Woo! So, it's been a while since we have done a Come Shop With Me. I want to say it's been about 3 weeks. So, yeah, I think it's about time. We are going to be going to a Half Price Books that's not by us. It's a little bit further out. We got some other stuff we got to do in the area where we need to go. So we're going to head over that way. We're going to get some books. It's going to be a great time. You're going to come with us. Also, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe for stuff like this. And don't forget to check out our podcast, which that launched this past few days. So it's a fun time. And we'll see you guys in the car. Alright, so we are on our way to Half Price Books. We are going to one that is not really that local to us. It's been almost 3 weeks since we've gone to a Half Price Books, so hopefully we find some good stuff, and then we'll show it to you at the end. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe for stuff like this. It's really fun to do, and we've enjoyed the process. So we'll see you at the store in just a minute here. Alright, we just got back. We ended up going to another Half Price Books on the way back. Also picked up some lunch. There was not a whole lot. I mean, the issue that you run into when you collect Stephen King books, as I do, is going to places, it's kind of harder to find books because odds are you have that edition already. So we found 3 hardcovers at the first Half Price Books we went to, and then we found something like really pretty flipping cool at the other one. So I'm kind of glad I bullied Danielle into going to the second one. Love you. I'm going to show you the hardcovers from the first one first, and yeah, let me just show them to you. First one is The Regulators by Richard Bachman. This is a short edition. The first 3 I have here are all short editions, and that's I think they're the book club editions. I think that's what they're called. But I think the other one I have, it does say it's a book club edition. I want to say the short ones all come as book club editions. So the first one I got is The Regulators. This is the ongoing, like, I don't say sequel. It's not like a sequel. It's like it's like Desperation. The same entity is like attacking this area too. And I didn't enjoy this book as much the first time I read it, but that's because I read this one before I read Desperation. So when I do a reread of this, I will be reading The Regulators and Desperation together, and it'll be one giant love story. So there you have The Regulators, Richard Bachman. The next one I got is a book I have not read yet, and that is Black House, which he co-wrote with Peter Straub. So this one, I've got no idea what it's about, but what I understand is if I have finished the Dark Tower series, this one kind of goes with the Dark Tower series. Somebody told me that I think Randall Flagg is mentioned in this book, which is the Man in Black, which is Man in Black fled across the desert and the gunslinger followed. From the Dark Tower, the very first line of the very first book in that series. But what I understand is this has got some correlation with the Dark Tower series, and I'm going to have to give this a read. This is also a sequel to The Talisman, which is supposed to be a trilogy, so Stephen King, get to that third one. So there you have Black House, the book club edition with Stephen King and Peter Straub. And the last hardcover I found is Night Shift, which is his first short story collection. I have not read anything from this, I don't think, yet. I want to as soon as I can, but otherwise I just have not gotten to it. This is another one of those book club editions, one of the short ones. This does have some good stories in it. I know it's got Children of the Corn, Gray Matter, The Lawnmower Man, The Mangler, I think, is in this one. It's got a lot of classics in it, and I know I got to get to this soon, because this is his first short story collection. I've read, I think, 3 collections thus far. But yeah, I really need to get to this, and someday I will, soon. But there you have Night Shift, Stephen King. Alright, and now the haul from stop number 2. So the first thing I got is a collection of movies that I have been wanting to watch at home, but I just have not, I don't have them. The first one, it's all from the same franchise, and the first one I'm going to show you is the remake they did with Mr. Ryan Reynolds, and that is the Amityville Horror. I watched this, it's been a very long time since I've seen this, but it is very weird stuff that happens in the Amityville Horror. This was the remake they made with Ryan Reynolds in 2005, if I'm not mistaken. I want to say it was 2005. I'm not sure off the top of my head. Yes, 2005. Found it there. So 2005, they did a remake of it with Ryan Reynolds, and it did not really get as much like with it with the original. With I can't think of his name, but they had a lot of shirtless Ryan Reynolds in this, and I feel like a lot of fans were like, they only wanted to show off his body. But the premise of the story is really creepy. But I just feel like, at points, yeah, I agree with you. They were just kind of, they wanted a well-toned person to show off in this movie. And that was Ryan Reynolds. So, I don't know. But yeah, let me get to the next thing that is related to this. And that would be the Amityville Horror Collection. So this gives you 4 Amityville movies. 3 movies, and then the last one is, it's got extras in it that kind of go in depth with the Amityville Horror movie stuff. So you have the original Amityville Horror movie, and then you have the second one called The Possession, which is kind of like the prequel to what led to the first one, the Amityville Horror. I actually think the Paulie from the Rocky movies is in The Possession. I think he plays the father. And then the third one, which I actually have not seen or really know anything about, it's called Amityville 3D. So, and this was released a year after the second one was made. So I've got no idea what it's about. I have not heard anything about it before. I just know that the first one is like a classic and is fairly true to the book too, which I read that and gave that 5 stars. And I did that in a classic horror reads. So if you want to check that video out, check it out up here. I believe The Exorcist was part of that, and The Haunting of Hill House, which I did not enjoy that story. But the Amityville Horror Movie Collection gives you 3 movies and then like a little extra DVD. So pretty cool stuff, and I can't wait to watch them. Maybe I'll binge them on a weekend off or something. I don't know. But yeah, there you had the Amityville horror franchise. Alright, and the gem that we found at the last location we went to, which was honestly the first thing I saw because it was just sitting there on display, I'm very excited for because I can't find this thing for less than 50 bucks on eBay, and I found it here for like 15. So I immediately was like, Danielle, we have to get this. And that is the pop-up book of The Girl Who Loved Tom Gordon. So this is something I've been trying to find for a while because it is like a collector item, and it is purely just like a pop-up book. And I really, and it's in really good condition too, so it's not like anything's like ripped out or anything like that. So I'm a huge fan of this. The book, The Girl Who Loved Tom Gordon, I think I give it 3 stars. It wasn't like a bad book, it was just kind of, I don't know, it wasn't like a horror book for me, but it's whatever. So we found this, and I immediately said we had to get this. So, very cool find, and I'm very excited about this. So there you have the pop-up book of The Girl Who Loved Tom Gordon. Alright guys, so thank you for coming shopping with us. We got some pretty cool stuff, new editions of books I didn't have before, and also the Amityville franchise stuff is pretty cool, and I'm excited to dig into those movies and maybe have a binge watch weekend and just be absolutely terrified for a few days. And then the Tom Gordon pop-up book was just a really cool find. I'm excited I did find that. So, yeah, what are some books you got recently that you're really excited about? Let me know in the comments down below. Otherwise, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Later.